Trader Cobb Crypto Podcast. This is the Trader Cobb Crypto Podcast.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Trader Cobb Crypto Show. Today's show is proudly brought to you by TraderCobb.com, where you can go across and get all your trading education needs. That's Trader Cobb, C-O-B-B for Bravo. You can join up to the free bi-weekly video newsletter there as well and get all the action twice a week from me for nothing. Today, we've got an amazing guest on the show, Ken Hodler, interesting name, the Chief Engineer of KeepKey. Thank you so much for being on the program, Ken. Appreciate your time.
Well, thank you. The name of the company is KeepKey.
KeepKey. Sorry if I got that wrong. KeepKey. Now, Ken, to start off, because I'm really excited and interested in delving into KeepKey for reasons that we'll get into in just a minute. But before I dive into that bit, do you want to just introduce yourself as to, when you got into crypto, what you've done in the past, and what's brought you to become the Chief Engineer of KeepKey? A bit of a background on you, if you could, mate. That'd be great.
Sure. Yeah. It's great to be here with you. So I started, I discovered cryptocurrency in 2011. I discovered Bitcoin, and I mined for a while and just kind of, it was more of a hobby than anything else. I just played around with it for, probably about a year, and then sort of lost interest for a while. I kept my eye on it, but wasn't very active. And then in about 3 years ago, I started working at KeepKey, and I was excited to be working back in the cryptocurrency space, and the idea of working on a secure device to store cryptocurrency was exciting to me. So I started doing that, and I've just been there for 3 years, and it's been a fantastic ride.
And so how long has KeepKey been around for? Is it just the 3 years? Did you get there from the very day dot? I mean, or has it been around a little bit longer?
No, the company actually started probably about 6 months before I joined. When I got there, the device had been built. I had a probably within the first couple of months I was there, I had a working device, but it didn't release until later in the year. So there was about a period of about 6 months after I joined that we didn't have a product on the market yet.
And I mean, talking of this product, now we had a little bit of a chat prior to the recording of this show, and I'm excited by this product, and I'll go into some more reasons in a minute. But I wanted to just sort of give you the floor, so to speak. People are sitting there right now going, "Okay, well, I've got my Trezor wallet, or I've got my Nano wallet. What makes this KeepKey different? Not just from the visual perspective, but can you tell us, what you host on the device?"
Sure. So when we built the device, when we designed it, one of the things that we designed it with security in mind first. It's a secure device first and foremost, but a secure device doesn't have to be an ugly device. So when one of the aspects of security is that the device needs to be able to clearly communicate to the user what it's doing, so that if it's not doing the right thing, you can stop it, and you can tell from reading the screen. So we built the device with a fairly large screen. It'll display, I think it's 4 lines of text of about 40 characters, and that's a lot of space. So and then we went as far as the design elements of it, you're putting tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands, millions of dollars worth of value and trust in that device. So don't you want that device to look nice and to feel nice when you're holding it in your hand? So we actually went the extra mile and put on, we put a metal case on the back, and it's just a well designed. It's nice to look at, nice to hold in your hand device.
Well, let me tell you, to say one thing on that, Ken. I mean, I've seen the device. I've not held one. I'm hoping you can put one in my hands. Um, it does look really good. It's a device that it looks the part. And, as I said, for me, I got nothing against Trezor. Like, it's a great wallet. It seems to be great tech. I mean, the fact that I haven't had a problem with it, I'm not the most tech savvy guy. Like, I know what I need to know to do what I've got to do. I'm good at what I'm good at, and everything else I'm not very good at because I don't spend time on it. So for me, the Trezor does work well. The one thing that I do find that is, I don't know, it's not that it's a problem, but I don't feel like the device, when I hold the thing, right, I don't feel like it's worthy. I don't know, you know what I mean? Like, it feels like, as you said before, like a garage clicker. I'm going to open my garage door with the goddamn thing. And there's not all of it, but there's a fairly large chunk of crypto sitting on there. It just doesn't feel right. It's so light. It's flimsy. Look, the tech is great. Don't get me wrong. And this is an aesthetically pleasing thing. It's not a need. It's a want. I want to feel something that feels good. I want it to look good, even though most of the time it's tucked away somewhere that nobody bar myself and my wife knows. I just want it to look good, and I think KeepKey is kind of touched on that because the device does look great. When did the last upgrade, or the most recent device, when did you launch that, and how successful has it been?
Well, before we go into that, I do want to talk about Trezor a little bit.
Sure.
The Trezor device is a great device. And when they built their device, they decided to open source their source code. And so when we were looking around to get source code for the KeepKey, we said, well, that'll work. So, I mean, as far as being a trustworthy, secure device, Trezor is great. And by extension, so is KeepKey because, that's
it's part of the same code, right?
Yeah, we use that same code. But to answer your question, so we recently released support for native support for ERC20 tokens. The KeepKey device has held Ethereum for some time, and our competitors really kind of rushed to the market to add support for the tokens. When we were looking at how to do it, we made the decision that the device needs to communicate more clearly what when you're doing a token transaction, what it's doing. So we took the extra time to make sure that that the device, for example, when you send an ERC20 token, it tells you on the screen of the device what the name of the token that you're sending and the address that you're sending it to. And you don't always get that with our competitors' devices. But we felt that was a critical piece of security because, as the user, you really need to know exactly what it's doing.
So with the most recent release, when was that and how successful has it been? Because it looks really cool.
Oh, thanks. Well, so we let's see, I think we pushed it to production. It was last week. It was late last week.
Oh, wow. So it's very, very, okay. So you're about to, from the design point of view, you're about to kill it because it looks fantastic. It's got that metal backing. It's got a really cool front end. One thing that I find very interesting, and I want you to sort of elaborate on this, actually, mate. If you go to a page and find some information about it, there are various different pages where you can buy these things, but it says convert Bitcoin to X amount of Litecoin with Shapeshift and send blah, 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 blah. So can I actually transfer my Bitcoin to Litecoin and vice versa for a number of the tokens I hold within the device without having to send it from the device?
Yes, that's correct. We've integrated directly with Shapeshift, and it's an exchange service. So you can just go right into the wallet, and whatever you have, you can trade it for whatever else is available on Shapeshift.
So security is really, really tight because you don't actually have to even go into the realm of sending it across to a different exchange.
Yeah, and not only that, it's it means that you don't have to send it, so you save money on the fees, and and the security is good. But also, the device is effectively communicating directly with the Shapeshift servers, and so there's no chance for a man-in-the-middle attack or somebody to get malware on your computer or any of that kind of stuff. It's extremely secure.
That's a really, really, really cool function. I'm really interested in that. So, I mean, you've come live to the market recently with a product that does have a few different bells and whistles on it. What blockchains do you hold on them? I mean, obviously you said the most recent is the ERC20, so that opens up a huge amount of tokens that you can hold within the platform. What else can I hold within the KeepKey device?
Right now, so we support the blockchains we support are Bitcoin, Litecoin, Doge, Dash, and Ethereum. The device will also support Namecoin and testnet, but we don't support those in the client. So primarily those 5 blockchains. The next thing we're going to be working on is Zcash, and we're just going to be cranking out coins through the end of the year. Part of the change we made for ERC20 support was we changed some of the architecture of the software that will allow us to move very quickly. And our goal is to be on par with Shapeshift in terms of coin support within a year.
Wow, that's quite a big statement. I mean, as I said before, Ken, I mean, I was fortunate enough to speak with John of Shapeshift when I was in New York. Guys, if you haven't listened to that show, I suggest you go back and listen to it, because it does give a bit of a outlay as to what they're trying to achieve there at Shapeshift, which does help to understand the sort of capacity that KeepKey is trying to keep up with and effectively catch up with as they onboard different things. So it's really cool that you've got the two of them working so closely in tandem. And it looks like you've had a major upgrade in the device itself. Has it? Has it been a success? I know that you're probably out there ramping everything at the moment. You know, talking to people like me, trying to let people know about KeepKey. Are you finding that people? Because I mean, look, the bottom line is a lot of people in crypto are tech people. Okay, that will change. It will become more and more just an investor-led marketplace with the people in tech, just like the .com, being the first people to get involved. But a lot of these people, look, they can afford to go out and buy their two-tone Rolex if they wish to, but they go and buy an Apple iWatch because that's the tech that they want. Now, I see that being something that is not being exploited just yet. Look, the Nano S looks kind of cool. I haven't seen the new Trezor wallet. I've got the old garage door opening one. It doesn't look sexy. It doesn't look cool. But tech people want cool tech things, and tech people that have tech dollars are going to want this device, I believe, in my humble opinion. Are you finding that the market is really sort of taking up well to KeepKey, or are you still trying to sort of drum up the support to let people know that there is actually a sexy, slim, and very capable option out there?
We have gotten very good support from the market. There's always been, since we joined the market, we were the third of the 3. We've stayed within the top 3, and we've gotten good adoption. We have people that that loyally follow us and are making feature requests because they want to continue to be loyal, and so we have a good community. The fact that we're associated now with Shapeshift is, I think, going to be huge. Shapeshift is, it's known as an exchange, but it's not sitting still. There's new things that are being worked on that are just tremendous. Like Prism is something that they've built that they're already talking about. It's still in beta. And it's an amazing product that allows you to basically build derivatives from cryptocurrency, and
wow,
things like that, and being
groundbreaking,
and being and having the opportunity to have our product in on the ground floor on those new products is phenomenal. It's just, I think, the next year is just going to be tremendous for KeepKey. This last year, we were acquired a year ago, and this last year has been a lot of catch up and a lot of, kind of rebuilding the staff and all that kind of stuff, and just kind of getting, I guess, integrated in with the Shapeshift organization. But we've hit our stride now, and there's so many cool things that we're working on.
Well, mate, I'm really interested to see your progress. I do look forward to seeing what you guys can achieve within the space, along with the association with Shapeshift. There, obviously, it's going to help you in a big, big way. I think you've got a great looking product there, and I wish you all the best going forward. And yeah, I'm going to have to keep an eye on what you guys are up to. And they just look so cool. They look so cool. But it's not the thing I like about it is that something that looks cool. That's not going to drive me to go out and make a purchase. All right, I'm not that sort of a guy. I'm the guy who'd rather the Rolex than the iWatch. Okay, I'm old school in that sense. But to have something that not only looks cool but actually has higher functionality than I'm not saying that it's got better functionality than what else is coming out, because obviously it's an evolving space, but it definitely does on what I'm holding my tokens on at the moment. It does look cool. It does, I'm sure, as you said, the metal backing, it probably feels a bit better, feels a bit more worthy. I think that there's a big future there. I certainly like the look of it, and it's got the functionality within it. The fact that I can change and transfer tokens from one to the other. It's as a trader for me. If I'm holding a big wedge of Bitcoin and I think, well, I can see Bitcoin maybe dipping against Litecoin. Well, I can just shift it across without having to actually go and get too involved. I really like that functionality for trading, investing, and just the ease of use. So I look forward to keeping an eye on what you're up to. Now, I ask all guests on the show, Ken, to give me a little bit of an understanding for the market from their point of view. Now, bear with me here. The internet and blockchain are often compared, as both of them are, a new technology that's growing very, very quickly. Now, we saw the internet we know it was around before 1993, but it sort of started to get its known a little bit more mainstream in 1993. And of course, we saw the massive run up and then the subsequent realization that not everything with .com was fantastic. And of course, the pullback in the year 2000. Now, where do you think we are at the moment between 1993 and the year 2000 with blockchain, if we're to compare the two?
Okay, well, so I'm not going to try to put it on that scale, on that time frame, but I do believe that. So I've been doing tech for about 30 years, and I had the fantastic opportunity to be part of building the internet, and it was what a great experience to go through that, and because it changed the way everything works. I think cryptocurrency is a technology on that scale. If you will, it's almost. So the internet has a whole bunch of great benefits today for us, but it's almost as if the internet was being built for cryptocurrency to exist.
Yeah. Okay. Wow.
I believe that cryptocurrency is going to impact culture and society on the same level that cryptocurrency and smart contract technology, they're going to impact society on the same level as the internet did, and we're so early. Bitcoin's only been around for 10 years. The internet was around for 20 years before it started to get any traction. I think we're still in that pre-1993 stage for cryptocurrency.
That's fascinating. I've had a few people say that on the show. I've given the 1993 to the year 2000, and many are saying people that are sort of more associated with the technology and the advancements and where we are currently tend to put us on the earlier stages, which is good news. I mean, especially right now, we see people that are freaking out. The market's still very immature. It's still very irrational. It's still full of speculators, and I'm all for that. I'm a trader at the end of the day. That's what I do. I trade and I invest. So, I feel comfortable putting my money into these projects, and I don't care if it's going to fall by a significant amount. I'm not too concerned about my investment, because my investment, I'm not a millennial investor in the sense that an investment for me is 3 months. I'm looking a little bit further out than 3 months and trying to invest in projects that I think will not only just be around in 3 to 6, 10, 15 years, but will be thriving. Of course, which requires a fair bit of work in there. But it's fascinating to hear your point of view, Ken. I really enjoy having the conversation with you. Guys, where can we, the device is called KeepKey. Ken, where can we find more about KeepKey, how to buy one, and anything else you need to tell us about it?
Okay, well, so we sell them on our website. That's www.keepkey.com. We also have resellers all over the world if you want to buy it locally. In the U.S., the easiest way to buy it in the U.S. is through Amazon. But we also have resellers everywhere, and it's, you can, like in Australia, I think we have like 5 or 6, and and that's probably the easiest way to get it is to go to our website, go to the reseller map, and find a reseller that's local.
Excellent. Well, thank you so much for your time and your insights. Can I wish you all the best of luck moving forward? I'm sure you don't need luck because it's not a strategy. You'll be absolutely fine. It's appreciate having you on the show today, mate.
Yeah, thank you. It's great to be with you.
Excellent. Guys, don't forget this show is proudly sponsored by TraderCobb.com. Jump across to the website now. And if you haven't already, make sure that you subscribe to the bi-weekly video newsletter and have a look through some of the great content that is available for free. Have a great day, guys. Bye for now.
The Trader Cobb Crypto Podcast. Check out TraderCobb.com because experience matters.